Hey, what up, do YouTube? You eating well, sleeping well, drinking well, you vibing? I hope so. I got kind of a little headache here, but I'm feeling a little bit better, all right? About a week or two ago, Damian Lillard, he was on Twitter and he did a Q&A, right? And the person asked, if you ever want to pick a player that will help you into the playoffs, maybe finals, who would you pick? Only in the present time. Dame's response was Giannis. We know 100% Giannis is not going anywhere, so Dame will have to come to Milwaukee and play with Giannis if he really wants that to happen. But before we get into the video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I would really appreciate that, okay? Thank you very much. It's been rumored that the Trailblazers are looking to trade their 7th pick for the draft to build around Damian Lillard. What superstars did they possibly land? I have no idea. Is Portland even a destination for people to come? You know what I mean? In my head, I'm thinking, why on earth are you still building around Dame? Honestly, it's absolutely insane. So my Blazers fans, I hate to say it, but it doesn't make any sense. Damian Lillard has been the Trailblazers since 2012. They've been building around Dame, I want to say maybe in 2014, and now we're here in 2022 and you're still building around Dame. The closest thing we seen to a complete team built around Damian Lillard for the Trailblazers was the bubble Trailblazers, and that team was looking incredible, okay? It had potential, but injuries caught up with the Trailblazers as they was getting ready to play the Lakers in the playoffs, and the Lakers absolutely destroyed them 4-1. But I honestly feel like they had a really solid team here, but they didn't, so they blew it up. Fast forward in the current day, players get injured, trades happen, and the Blazers decide to get rid of CJ McCollum, which was crazy to me, honestly. The Blazers moved CJ McCollum, Larry Nance, and Tony Snell, and they picked up Josh Hart, Thomas, whoever that is, and I don't even know who, I really just don't know who none of these people is. I only know who Josh Hart is. They gave away their number 2 man for scraps, really. But in reality, the Blazers was clearing their books, which is great and all, but now you really have to rebuild. You're really rebuilding right now. And you think, like, Dame been in the league for 10 years now. Is it really worth rebuilding right now? You know, is it really worth? Depending on how long that rebuild takes, you're only gonna get probably like maybe good 2 seasons out of Dame, and that's not enough to actually win a championship in the NBA of today. And sometimes I question, is Dame holding the Trailblazers hostage? Because I feel like any other team would have been blown this up, this whole project. I want to talk about that Bucks and Damian Lillard. Listen. If it's a way we can finesse the Blazers to get Damian Lillard, I'm all for it. You know, maybe we can send over Pat Connaughton and Serge Ibaka and Wesley Matthews and get Dame. You know, that'll be great. That'll be amazing. That'll be a great finesse. I can tell you one thing, we're not giving up Chris Middleton or Drew Holiday. That is off the table. But just imagine how Damian Lillard would fit on the Bucks so well, amazingly. Drew Holiday is really good, and I said this before in my other videos. Drew Holiday is great, but Drew Holiday is definitely a 2 guard, as we all know. But he does a good job on the floor playing point guard when he has another shot creator to play alongside of him, and that's Chris Middleton. We seen in the playoffs when they didn't have Chris Middleton, it was kind of a struggle for Drew to get offense going and staying clamped down on defense. Bringing another shot creator along board, and that being Damian Lillard, Drew Holiday will have the easiest time on the Bucks ever. All he will have to do ever is just play defense and score a couple baskets now and then. It will be so good for them. Damian, Giannis, and Chris and Drew will go on to win the next couple championships for years. A new dynasty that was unstoppable, honestly. Make sure you leave a comment on the video. I'm curious to know what you have to say about this Damian Lillard situation, because I honestly think it's kind of crazy how they're still willing to build around Dame and trade their 6th pick in the draft for that. This is just kind of too much for me. It's insane.